Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if this is your first time here. If this is your first time here and you like what you see, head on over to Etsy. So this is a very special video for me because I am starting a new small business because my other one is doing so well, and I'm making scrunchies, which don't say, oh, I thought he was making wreaths. Look, it's still a wreath. You can hang it on your door if you want. A little bitty wreath. Look how cute. You can put them everywhere. Before I get into like all the things that I have, I just want to give a little bit of background is that I've been very candid about my mental health or lack thereof. Um, I feel like to be transparent about that is just something we need to do to normalize talking about mental health. With my high functioning anxiety, I cannot just sit and be. I can't just sit and watch a movie. I can't just sit and read a book or listen to a book. I always have to do something else. And for a long time, that something else was always just whatever. And I ended up doing 100 projects that didn't go anywhere. Like it was doing just whatever. So I started making these scrunchies, and it's something that I can just pick up, make one while I'm watching TV, a movie, whatever, and then move on. And then, later on, watch another episode of something, watch another movie, and make a couple more. So it was something to keep my hands busy, and it's really helped me just kind of focus. And I feel like it's helping me a lot just in general. It's not great for my hands, but yeah. So these are crocheted scrunchies. I'm going to call them flunchies because they're fun and they're fluffy and it's a scrunchie. Get it? It's a flunchie. Um, so these are crocheted. I'm going to go through all the colors. And I just want to say, if you buy a crocheted item from anyone, please make sure that they are hand making it themselves and they are reimbursing themselves appropriately for the work they do. Crochet cannot be replicated by a machine. That's why every time you go to a store, you never see a crocheted sweater. And if you do, it was made by hand by someone who was probably not paid accordingly. Um, so yeah, these don't take a tremendous amount of effort. They take time, but if someone is selling you a crocheted scrunchie for $1, be suspicious because it was probably not made very ethically. These were all made by me, every one of them, because I can't teach anybody to crochet since I barely taught myself how to crochet. So let's go through the colors. I'm going to move these over here for now. This one is Snow, I believe. I have my little cheat sheet over here. This one is Snow. It's a chenille type velvet yarn. All of these are velvets. Some of them are more crushed velvety, some of them are more chenille, but this one is Snow. It's white. Okay. It's got a clasp-free elastic center, and it has a double row of crochet, so it's nice and squishy and squashy. Okay, that's Snow. This one is called Bone Sparkle. It's just a cream color. I just got to give them fancy names. And again, it's quality control. Look at that. I need to cut that little tip off. All of these chenille type yarns tend to fray really bad, so there is a section over where the join would be. These are clasp-free elastics on the inside. There's a section where the yarn is glued down to strengthen that, so these should last you a while. I mean, don't put 7 heads of hair in one, but it's glued right here and then crocheted over to make sure it's an extra tight thing. And there's a little bit of gapping between them, but like they're pretty thick. Okay, this one is, what do we call this one? Me and my mom just named all of these this morning. Seafoam. This is more of the chenille type. Again, these are all just like worsted weight, Aran weight yarns. I have some others that are a little bit thicker, but we'll get to those when we get to them. So this one's Seafoam. This one is Glacier, I believe. Yeah. This is super soft. This one's a baby velvet, so it's a little extra squishy. Um, yeah, but super fun color for spring. This one is Tea Rose Sparkle because it has little silver threads in it. And it's another chenille type velvet. These feel more like, like quality velvet instead of the crushed velvet ones feel more like a crushed velvet. So that is Tea Rose Sparkle. did we call that Tea Rose Sparkle? Because I think there's another one that's just, oh no, there's a Dusty Rose. Sorry, okay, we'll get to there. This one is Wisteria, I believe. Yes. So, again, I'm just showing you. You can judge. I mean, you could use this as one. I would recommend, because these are handmade. Not that the rubber band's handmade, but if you use this in conjunction with like a regular elastic and then just put this over top, it can hold hair. It can definitely hold hair. You can even double it over if you need to, if you have thin hair. But yeah, it's small enough that you can do it once if you have thicker hair, if you're using it with like a bun. So you can use these with any class free elastic, just with, because the more you stretch this, the more it's gonna stretch out. Obviously, that's what elastic does. So this is Wisteria. This one is Dusty Rose. This is more of the like these two. You can see these are more of the crushed velvet as opposed to the chenille type velvet. They're all chenille yarns, but these are more velvety. So this one's Dusty Rose. I like this one. I didn't want a pink. Like there's a couple. There's two pink ones in here, but they're not like super pink. So Dusty Rose. Let me try to keep these in frame over here. This one is Latte. Just a nice neutral, kind of ashy brown. And again, these are all very securely made, constructed, good to go. They're all ready to ship too. This one is, what do we end up calling this one? River. Okay, I have my sheet over here. Because I just went through with my mom and I was like, listen, these are the names of it. Because, I mean, this yarn was called, like, medium blue. So we went through and gave everything fun new names. I think this one's River. Yeah. So you'll be able to go to Etsy and see all of them, better pictures and all that jazz. This is another more chenille type one. This one is a big one. We're calling these like the jumbos. This is a jumbo tie-dye blue. These are probably not great if you have really thin hair, just because they're not as like see how these are real ripply. These, just because the yarn is so thick, they're not as ripply, but they're still, they're fun. They're really soft. But I mean, this over like a big messy bun would be cute. I think this is more. I wanted to have something, a little more juvenile for, juveniles. This one is Garnet. Yes. No. This one is Ruby. Sorry. Garnet's hidden underneath there. This one's Ruby. I only have a couple of these. They all need to be lint rolled. I've moved these around like 100 times, taking pictures and everything. So this one is a Ruby. Right? Yes. This is Fern Sparkle. Yes. It's not written down. I forgot to write this one down. Okay, but this one is Fern Sparkle, because there's a fern without the sparkle, in case you don't like that. And again, more little lint on here. So this is Fern Sparkle. It has the olive colored yarn, and then it has gold. It's kind of glittery, but it's actual threads that are wrapped around there, so you're not going to be like, there's not any glitter. Don't think that it's glitter. So that's Fern Sparkle, and here's a sophisticated cousin, Fern. This is made with a little bit of a heavier yarn, which I really like. I really like the way these came out. So that's what that looks like. That's Fern. This one is Garnet. It is kind of like a burgundy aubergine color. More burgundy though, because here it is next to the ruby, so you can see the comparison. This one's like a Christmas red. This one's more of a burgundy, kind of purpley burgundy aubergine. This one we called Ocean. Yes. It is a dark teal. Very pretty. See, they're I will make sure there's no lint on these before I ship them out. So this one is another one of the thick yarn. So here's three thick yarn. No, here's three thick yarns of the crushed velvet ones, and then this one is like a worsted weight, where this is like a bulky weight, just so you can see the difference. And this one is ochre. This one's super soft. This was a different brand of yarn, which they only had in this color. So I picked it up, and I really, mustard's like my favorite color, and I think the yarn name is gold, but it's not gold. It's more of a mustardy gold. And this is the one that's shedding a lot, as you can see. But yeah, so that's ochre, super soft, and then of course the black one. You can see every spot of everything. What do we end up calling this one? Midnight. This is just your standard. You can even see that because it's dark. This is just your standard little black scrunchie. And if you're like, well, I don't want a little black scrunchie, I want a big black scrunchie, here's the big black one. This one is like the tie-dye one. It's just a very squishy, fluffy, fun, linty. I need to go buy me a lint. I'm going to have to lint roll all these. So yeah, they are $4.99, and it's $1.99 shipping. Regardless, I mean, you could order every one of these and it'd still be $1.99 shipping. If you order every one of these, I'll ship them for free. Don't do that because I don't want to. I need to have them around. But yeah, let me pull them all in here. Those are our colors. I think there's 20. There's 19 or 20. I don't remember. They'll all be listed on Etsy, even if I forgot one, which I'm sure I did. And when they come to you, they will be. Which one do we want to package? Let's package the. See our quality control on this one. Pick all the lint off. Trim these little. Each one comes wrapped individually in a little glassine bag here. It's just wax paper. Try to keep the sides closed because my hands are screwed up. So they'll be in their little individual bags. And I wanted to make sure, like, it would have been easier and cheaper to just put these in plastic bags, but I did not want to create more waste than necessary, so this is just some wax paper, and you can go throw it in your compost bin when you're done if you want to. Yeah, that's how they come. So they're safe inside the envelope they'll be shipped in. And I think we put in like a little paper clip on top just to keep that shut, which they may or may not have that. I don't know. So yeah, those are my flunchies. I would appreciate it if you guys could go and check them out. Tell me what you think. Share with your friends. If you're like me and you have to buy your hair in bulk from China through Amazon, if your hair is Amazon Prime, share it with somebody. They make really good gifts, I think. I mean, if I had hair and I wore scrunchies, I would want a flunchie. So yeah, that is what I'm doing. I'm still gonna have my regular videos on here. This is just my mental illness that you can now buy and put in your hair, or your children's hair, or your grandchildren's hair. So thanks for watching, everybody. Thank you for supporting a business owned by a differently abled person. And I will see you guys on Monday with a new video. And these will be on the website on Etsy on Friday the 23rd. I'll be able to, I'll make sure to post, to remind everybody. But yeah, they will be up by Friday noon. Oh, not the 23rd. November 3rd. Not November 3rd. What is November 3rd? March 3rd at noon, available for purchase. I need to sandwich. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I will see you Monday. If you have any questions, let me know down below. Bye.